Imagine a garden, not just any garden but a paradise untouched by time, overflowing with beauty. This is the Garden of Eden, a place where flowers bloom in every color imaginable, rivers sparkle like ribbons of silver, and the air hums with the music of life. Picture trees laden with delicious fruits, their branches heavy with promise. This is the world's first garden, a sanctuary crafted by a divine hand, a symphony of nature in perfect harmony. In this garden there is no pain, no suffering, no death. The sun bathes the land in a warm, gentle glow. Gentle breezes carry the scent of 1,000 blossoms. This is Eden, a paradise crafted for the very first humans, a sanctuary where life begins. This is where the story of humanity, our story, takes its first breath. The Garden of Eden was more than a beautiful garden, it was a place of abundance. Crystal clear rivers teeming with life flowed through the landscape. Trees heavy with exotic fruits offered their bounty freely. Every corner of Eden whispered of creation, of a world brimming with life and possibility. The air itself seemed to vibrate with untold magic. Animals, unafraid and untamed, roamed freely. Birds sang in the trees, their songs echoing through the peaceful air. This was a world untouched by the darkness that would come later, a world where innocence reigned. Eden was a haven, a sanctuary, a testament to the boundless creativity of the divine. In this paradise, under the watchful gaze of creation itself, the first humans took form. Adam, formed from the earth, was given life, a soul to experience the wonders of Eden. He walked through this paradise, the caretaker of this magnificent creation. Yet, something was missing. From Adam's rib, a companion was created, a being as beautiful as the garden itself, Eve. She was life, she was warmth, she was the missing piece in the heart of creation. Together, Adam and Eve walked hand in hand, the first humans in this pristine world, their love a reflection of the love that brought them into being. But Eden, for all its beauty, held a single powerful prohibition. A tree, laden with tempting fruit, stood in the center of the garden, the tree of knowledge of good and evil. They were warned not to eat from this tree, for to do so would be to know both good and evil, to tempt fate itself. One day, a serpent, cunning and sly, approached Eve. It whispered temptations, questioning the fairness of the single rule in this paradise. The serpent suggested that the fruit held not danger, but power, the power to be like the divine. It tempted Eve with knowledge, with the promise of understanding the world in its entirety. Section 5. A bite of forbidden fruit, shattering the idol. Eve, enticed by the serpent's words and the allure of the fruit, took a bite. The world shifted. Knowledge, like a double-edged sword, pierced the veil of innocence. She shared the fruit with Adam. In that moment, the world changed. They became aware of their nakedness, aware of shame, emotions previously unknown in the garden of perpetual bliss. The balance was broken. The harmony of Eden fractured. The taste of the fruit, once so tempting, turned to ash in their mouths. Paradise, once theirs to experience with open hearts, became a place of newfound fear. They had tasted knowledge, but at what cost? Section 6. Exile and Echoes, the price of knowledge. The consequences were swift and severe. The paradise that had been their playground was now lost. They were banished from the Garden of Eden, cast out into a world now full of thorns and thistles. Pain, sorrow, and death became their companions. The world once bathed in the divine light now held shadows. The echoes of their actions resonated through time, shaping the human story. They carried the weight of their choice, the knowledge of good and evil, a burden for them and for all their descendants. The world outside Eden was harsh, unforgiving. Their exile became a parable, a warning, and a stark lesson in the consequences of disobedience. Section 7. Lessons from the Garden, Reflections in the Mirror of Time. The story of Adam and Eve is not just a tale of transgression. It's a story about choice, free will, and the consequences that follow. It's about the seductive nature of temptation, the allure of the forbidden, the desire for knowledge that can both illuminate and destroy. We see ourselves in Adam and Eve, in their curiosity, their desires, their mistakes. Their story is a mirror reflecting our own struggles with temptation, our own journeys of understanding right and wrong. It reminds us that even in paradise, choices have consequences. Section 8. The enduring resonance Adam and Eve in the modern world. Even today, thousands of years later, the story of Adam and Eve continues to resonate. We still grapple with the complexities of choice, the weight of responsibility, and the consequences of our actions. The themes of temptation, sin, and redemption are woven into the fabric of our lives. We find ourselves surrounded by our own gardens of Eden, metaphorical spaces of comfort and innocence. Yet we are constantly tested, just as Adam and Eve were. The choices we make, however big or small, shape our own personal narratives, our own understanding of good and evil. Section 9. Beyond the Garden Walls, a Legacy of Choice. The story of Adam and Eve is not just a beginning, it's a journey. It's a reminder that we are all products of choices, both our own and those who came before us. It's a legacy of choice, of consequence, and of the enduring power of hope. Their story reminds us that even in the face of mistakes, even outside the walls of paradise, there is always the potential for growth, for learning, for redemption. Though we may stumble like Adam and Eve, we also possess the strength to rise, to learn, and to continue the journey.